Hello my kings, queens, and fellow non-binary leaders, and welcome back to Kenma. Today, to finally a new challenge for the non-poly ships. We hadn't had that in forever. And we're gonna get started with a reboot. Don't worry, you don't have to watch the original, of a very requested challenge, and that's call them, act suspicious, and then just hang up. And yeah, today is the first part. Sorry, I can hear my bird in the background. I love it. Now, let's hope I get this recording done peacefully, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let's. Kenma created a new group chat. Kenma added Hinata, Aikawa, Shibayama, Haikyuu, and Kunimi to the group chat. Oh, what's this? Hello everyone! Kenma. What in hell? Interesting. Hi. Hello, Chibi-chan. Now, what is this about? A challenge. And here I thought I raised my team better. I didn't. I love this Kenma. What is it about? Oh, wait. If we do a challenge, let me add some people. Great minds think alike. Hinata added Bokoto, Atsumu, Yamaguchi, Yachi, and Sugawara to the group chat. Aikawa added Yahaba and Matsukawa to the group chat. That's always fun. Hey, what's up? Ooh, wait, did I hear challenge? Oh god. Matsukawa added Ushijima. Why him? Exactly. Sugawara-kun, help us. Sugawara added Asahi and Enoshita to the group chat. He was taken by the dark side. Oh no, I'm sure he actually invented it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Ushijima-san. Well, if we're doing challenges, the more the merrier, right? That's what I thought. Atsumu added Asumu and Aran to the group chat. Oh, for the love of the gods. Ushijima added Semi and Goshiki to the group chat. This won't end well. That's why we are doing this. Hello? What in hell is this? A boyfriend challenge, from what I can tell. Partner challenge. My apologies. Justice for the lesbians. If you know anyone to add, feel free. The more the better. Okay. Goshiki added Futakuchi. You know what? That's not inspired me. Kenma added Daisho to the group chat. Now what is that supposed to mean? Just considering old rivalries. Regardless, is that everyone? Yep. Sure. This is already too much. Cries at being the only lesbian. Just means you have that much more reason to show them you're the best at this. He's encouraging them. Alright, so this is a challenge some of us actually did in high school already. And I wasn't invited. Rude. It's to call your partners, then act suspicious and hang up suddenly to see how they'd react. Worried? Probably. And that's kind of the point. You all have issues. You're still here as well. Never said I didn't. Oh well, everyone who stayed in the chat in 10 seconds is participating. Done. That wasn't 10 seconds. I can't type that fast. I wasn't even looking at my phone. Well, too late. Any volunteers for first? I think if you started, you might as well go through with it first. Nah, I organized this. I get to watch one of you mess it up first. Oh jeez. Damn, what has YouTube done to your sweet Saturn, Kenma? Nah, he was always like this. Fuck, is Kentaro a freaking mind reader? Why is he calling now? Well, that settles it. Haba-chan will go first. We all believe in you. Traitor. Yahaba groaned and sunk a little under his table. His face grew hard as he stared at his phone where the picture of his boyfriend announced his call. In this moment, he wanted to curse Kiyotani's ability to practically sense that something is wrong even across their distance. He took a deep breath before accepting the call, almost dropping his phone when he did. Hey. His voice sounded oddly choked off, and he knew that the time it took alone to answer must already be setting off alarm bells in his overprotective partner's head. The other paused a moment, taking note of the anxiety in his voice before his, a little gruff but comforting, echoed from the other end of the line. Did I interrupt one of your courses? No. He answered too quickly, denying what could have been a good excuse, but then again, the goal was to act like something was up, so in that sense he was probably succeeding. He took another deep breath and settled on a strategy. Okay, are you busy right now? Yes, a little. He kept his answer short and brisk, and could already hear the irritation in his boyfriend's voice grow. There was an underlying question he didn't verbalize yet. I didn't mean to interrupt your work, I just wanted to know if you already had plans for dinner. It wasn't a direct question, so Yahaba remained silent. It stretched between them awkwardly, since he usually was the one filling it when it was just the two of them. Shigaru? Yes? Do you feel okay? Yes. He heard a noise, like a confused huff from the other end of the line, and shuffling as though the other was growing nervous. His heart sank a little as he remembered the last part of the challenge. Are you sure? Because you're acting a lot. I have to go. He quickly cut him off before Kiyotani's voice could get the soft, concerned edge that would always make him cave, especially knowing the expression that accompanied it. His heart was racing as he hung up the phone and quickly put it on the table as if it had personally offended him. From next to him, his co-worker frowned, asking if he felt alright. His face must have been bright red from getting so flustered. He quickly nodded and stared down at his papers again. It took him 5 minutes before he found himself composed enough to send the frankly embarrassing result of the challenge to the group chat. Aww, look at Mad Dog-chan getting all worried. Didn't know he had it in him. Yahaba really brings out his soft side. Shut up. I see Sage is playing it safe today. I panicked. You just fed me to the sharks. Oh, just you wait. Damn, they're poor boyfriends. Really? Now I'm curious what you have planned for Leah. I second that. Why does Karasuno scare me? No, he's right. That reaction is natural. Ouch. Don't pretend. If they knew half of the things you got up to in high school. Oh god. Well, now I'm curious. We still gotta determine who goes next though. I can't. Practice just ended. Calling me surprised. Didn't think you'd volunteer, Aran-kun. That's pretty early. Are the Falcons slacking off? Just you wait. MSBY won't stand a chance next time. Yahaba tuned the shit out after that. He wasn't all that invested in the volleyball rivalries anymore, and really should finish these papers before going home and thinking of a way to apologize to Kentaro. He cursed them all silently. Ken? I'm home. He couldn't even finish a sentence before Kiyotani, who had been previously pacing up and down in their living room, pulled him into his arms by the step to the Genkan. A content sigh latched itself from his throat, and he melted into the touch. It was heavenly warm. His eyes closed automatically, and they remained like that for a moment. Are you alright? You weren't acting like yourself. As if to emphasize his words, he pulled him tighter, and Yahaba felt his cheeks heat up once more. Kiyotani's breath fanned over his hair as he mumbled the words close to his ear, evidently equally as unwilling to let go. Yes, I'm okay. He stepped back slowly to take off his shoes and jacket, but felt Kiyotani's gaze linger on him skeptically. Wordlessly, he produced his phone from his jacket pocket, opened the chat, and handed it to him. He was too embarrassed to explain it out loud. The former setter watched a little nervously as Kiyotani's expression morphed into a frown, but his shoulders relaxed. The tension between them broke as he let out a half-amused huff and handed it back to him. You owe me. I know. I always do, he added silently, because truly, Kiyotani did so much for him he couldn't hope to ever repay, but he'd try. A small smile tugged at his lips, and the taller reciprocated the gesture. Getting ideas on how I should make it up to you? He hadn't meant it to sound so teasing, and his cheeks flushed red at once, made worse by the smirk Kiyotani's smile turned into. A few, but first let's eat dinner. Also, you have to show me the others' results. If Aikawa drags us into this, I at least get to see him embarrass himself. Yahaba let out a laugh and followed him inside easily. An amused smile lingered on Aran's face as he watched the discourse in the group chat spiral. He often wondered what about being an athlete, and volleyball player specifically, former or current, included the tendency to be an absolute menace in a group. No matter in which constellation the players from the teams came together, it was always chaos. Except perhaps when Kita was there to keep an eye on them. That made it admittedly very intriguing to see his reaction to some of these challenges. As he walked, he swiftly picked out his partner's contact and waited for a moment longer until the busiest parts of his way home had passed before pressing call. Aran, I'm happy you called. I just got in the car to drive home. We'll practice end at the usual time today. Aran could hear the smile in Kita's voice. Even from so far away, it seemed to brim with warmth that resonated in his chest. The long pause as he let the emotion wash through him wasn't even intentional. Even after so long, he hadn't grown immune to the effect Kita had on him. Aran? Oh. Yes. No, actually. It ended early today. I see. Should I pick you up then? It's not raining yet, but I saw that it's supposed to soon. This time he waited on purpose, as if he hadn't heard what Kita had said. Aran, love, are you with me? His heart skipped a beat at the nickname, and he had to focus really hard not to let it distract him. Yes, of course. Why did you call? There was a moment of silence on the other end of the line, and when Kita spoke again, he could hear the concerned undertone becoming evident in his voice. I didn't. You called me, remember? Oh, right. I'm sorry. Are you still on the form? No. I'm on my way home, and you asked if I should pick you up. Oh, no, that's alright. I'm almost there, I think. He let confusion color his voice as a nervous-sounding chuckle escaped his throat. Even though Kita couldn't see him, he automatically looked around as if lost. Is something distracting you? Please be careful if you are close to a road. Distracting? No, why do you ask? You sound confused and seem to get information mixed up. Are you sure it's not because of a lack of focus? Kita was sharp and direct as always, and he was growing nervous. Still, he steeled himself and proceeded. You have my full attention, love. Where are you right now? He looked around as if he wasn't walking these streets daily. The ramen shop by the... no wait, I passed that already. Wait, let me think. Kita's voice grew sharper, more urgent as he continued. Still, it had the same sure, soothing quality to it as always. Aran, I'm growing worried about you. Please listen closely. Have you sustained any head injuries during practice? No. Is that a question? Are you sure? I don't... He pretended to drift off. In the distance, their house came into view. Do you feel dizzy or nauseous? Okay, let's approach this differently. Please make sure to get somewhere safe. If you are closer to the gym, go there. If you're closer to home, there. If you feel lost, turn on your location so that I can find you. I'll be with you as soon as possible, please. The call ended. Surprised, he looked at his phone. He was about to reveal the challenge since it sounded like Kita was distressed, and that wasn't worth it. Yet, when he stared at his display, it was growing dark, flashing only an empty battery symbol before shutting off. He knew there was no use to it. That was unfortunate. At home, he quickly connected it to a charger before starting to make dinner. Hopefully, if he made some of Kita's favorite, he'd be able to make up for everything at least a little bit. By the time his phone had revived itself, it showed him 3 missed calls of his partner, and he got nervously. However, before he could call back, the front door opened. Aran? Kita made no attempt anymore to hide the urgency in his voice, and it almost sounded like he didn't expect him to be here. Over here. The guilt in his chest only grew heavier as the silverhead stormed in, a deep worry etched into his features. He immediately rushed over, and before Aran could even begin to explain, had turned off the stove with one hand and pushed him gently into one of their kitchen stairs. Look at me. How do you feel? He inspected him closely, his eyes and face, before his fingers gently roamed through his short hair as if searching for bumps that would indicate a head injury. I'm fine. Shinsuke. Do you remember hitting your head? Do you feel pain? No, Can you smile and raise both of your arms, please? I'm not having a stroke. Sudden confusion and loss of orientation can be an indicator of neurological damage. If no other obvious reasons occurred, we should get these symptoms checked. Aran, you... Shin, breathe. I'm okay. Let me explain. Now, Kita's eyes lit with confusion, but he followed his example as Aran took in a deep breath. Something akin to guilt crossed over the spiker's features, and he pulled him into his arms as if avoiding telling him face to face. Atsumu convinced me to participate in a challenge. We were supposed to act suspicious while calling our partners. I guess to see if they'd pick up in a sudden change of behavior. Kita relaxed in his arms, but the grip on his shoulders tightened, almost to the point of pain. You scared me. I know. I'm sorry. I was curious. Not because I doubted you. He quickly amended the last part as he saw hurt flash up in the doe brown eyes. He pulled away, but holding Kita's gaze as his hand rested on his cheek. In a soothing gesture, he let his thumb roam over his cheekbone and tipped his chin up a little. I know you can always tell when something is wrong, that you'll always be there for me, unless I messed up too badly with this. He let out a self-deprecating chuckle, though the thought caused a shadow to run through him. Kita swiftly shook his head and leaned further into his touch, running his nose along his wrist as if savoring the scent and warmth. No, you didn't. Just stay close to me and promise me not to do this again unless you are genuinely hurt. I couldn't live with myself if I mistook an actual emergency for another challenge. Of course. I love you. He pulled them into his arms again, and they remained like this for a moment before Aran pulled them apart again with a last kiss to his hair. Kita chased after the touch. Come on, I was almost ready with dinner. I'm making one of your favorites. The other gave him a soft smile that made Aran cap his cheeks again. It was just too adorable. Kita's fingers closed around his wrists, and he held them there for a moment longer before letting go. Aww. Oh my god, I'm going to get diabetes from this. That was so cute. Kinda cold though. Jeez. You really had him worried in the end. I don't even understand how you can do that so casually. I'd be terrified. Yeah, because you're a coward. Shut up, Scrub. You'd be too. Everyone but Aran would be. Oh no, I was scared too. Damn. I went for Matsun to go next. Why not Aikawa? I'd have expected him to drag me into this. You betrayed me. Not sure if I should be offended or not. You should, but he does have a point. Ko-chan? Matsun's lips tucked up in a small smile as he looked down at Maki's contact and spread into a smirk as his plan took shape in his head. The phone only rang twice before the voice of his boyfriend echoed on the other end of the line. Issei, is everything alright? He sounded downright cheerful. Nothing of his usual sarcasm underlined his words, and Matsun felt his heart stutter. His face heat up and his smile turned love-struck. It was these small, genuine moments between them that could utterly disarm him, and he loved it, even though Takahiro would shamelessly use it to his advantage when he wanted something. Hey darling, so eager to see me again? It sounded like you were practically waiting by the phone, honey. His voice was teasing, and his grin grew more smug again as he heard Hanamaki's breath caught in his throat. Stunned silence followed his words for a few long seconds. Are you okay? Are you high? And if so, how dare you get high without me? Matsukawa chuckled. The one evening in college they ate hash brownies still vividly in his memory. Honestly, it had been hilarious, especially after Kenma out of all people joined them. Likely, primarily to escape the rest of the party they were on and he was dragged to by his boyfriend. Kenma Unfiltered was a whole other level of ruthless commentary and observations, and the two lived for it. The secrets someone who most often acted like a spectator was privy to were the best tea they had heard, just short of Suna's carefully collected knowledge. Of course not, beloved. I wouldn't dare. Just felt like hearing your voice, sweetheart. Huh. What do you want? His voice had gotten a suspicious edge to it, and Matsun had a hard time stifling the laugh bubbling up in his chest. Just your company and affection, love. So just sex. I'm still at work till 5, you know. Not all of us have the day off. At that, he almost choked on his laugh, and it turned into a barely convincing cough. He had forgotten how blunt his boyfriend could be if need be. Are you accusing me of just trying to get in your pants? Yeah, pretty much. Are you not? Darling, I'm offended. He let the mock offense color his voice, but the smile wouldn't fade from his face, and the small huff of amusement from the other end of the line was everything to him. You see, I know you, Issei, and the whole pet names are not helping your case. Matsun feigned an offended huff, but it bled into a chuckle, and he quickly hung up before Hanamaki could puzzle 2 and 2 together. He was still smiling widely, thinking what Maki must be thinking now, while sending his results to the group chat. Please tell me one of you knows how to erase the past 15 minutes from my memory. Nicely done. No? What even was that? You didn't act out of character at all. True, they always smother each other with pet names. I have no idea what you are talking about. I have never used a pet name for Hiro in my life. Oh my god. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Alright, I'll go next before Koda comes home. Good luck, Kenma. When Hanamaki arrived home, Matsukawa greeted him with a sweet kiss by the Genkan. He drew it out and hugged him gently, reluctant to let go. So you are trying to get me into bed. He chuckled against his lips and welcomed it readily when Hanamaki kissed him again. Not directly, but I certainly wouldn't be opposed to it. However, I think you'll find this much more entertaining for now. He presented him with the group chat, and Hanamaki eagerly took the phone from his hands as he recognized what it was. He slapped him on his arm lightly in passing for doing a challenge on him, but then burst out laughing, and Matsun can guess to which part he had gotten. Poor Kawa and little Kunimi, you're messing with them. Not without your help. In truth, they have called each other endless cheesy nicknames in front of their high school teammates, going from 0 to 100 overnight just to mess with them. They pretended it had always been this way and acted confused that the others only noticed now. In reality, how they got together was much messier, and they didn't smother each other in pet names daily. Admit that you are at least a little proud of me. I got to do the challenge, confuse you, and mess with them. Hanamaki walked up to him and with a gentle but determined pressure to his shoulders, guided him backwards until his legs hit the couch, and coaxed him to sit down. Maybe. I'll admit it if you give me what you promised. His lips hovered dangerously close over Matsun's, and he could feel his breath fanning over them gently. They both smiled into the kiss as he pulled him down, happy to make good on the insinuation. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. It's so good for the algorithm. If you don't want to miss out on anything in the future, feel free to like and subscribe. Tell me under the pinned comment what your favorite quote was or favorite ship in this video. And feel free to leave a comment with like what other ship you're most excited about, if I have forgotten any perhaps, and how you think the characters would act. A special thanks, as always, goes out to my nerdy neckos. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. They get early access to the videos whenever I can make room for it, and other little perks like a shout out and prioritized answering to comments. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, check out the link under this video. And now I hope you have a wonderful and absolutely amazing day. Here are my other social media if you want to check those out, and here's more content. Now have a wonderful visit. Bye everyone!
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.